Welcome to Leigh Dickey TV. Hit subscribe to follow along with the fun. Now let's get on to today's video. It's just child's play. Everyone's favorite doll is back. I review the trailer for the upcoming Chucky TV series next. Alright, so this upcoming Chucky TV series trailer, it's based on the Child's Play films and Chucky is a long-running character in and of itself, or in and of himself, and obviously he's known for Child's Play, right? But this upcoming TV series that will air on the Sci-Fi Network, the premiere is October 12th, and it stars Zackary Arthur, Brad Dourif returns as the voice of Chucky, Jennifer Valentine returns as Tiffany, and you have Alyvia Alyn in this series as well. Of course, she is best known for her role as Faith Newman on The Young and the Restless, which she vacated or left earlier this year to appear and star in this Chucky TV series that's going to air on the Sci-Fi Network. Again, the premiere is October 12th. Alright, so as I stated earlier, Zackary Arthur will play the series protagonist Jake Weber in this Chucky TV series, which again is slated to premiere on the Sci-Fi Network on October 12th. What that means for us here in Canada, I don't know, but I think again it's a co-production of both the USA Network and Sci-Fi. But Zackary Arthur will play Jake Weber, the series protagonist, and this series is aimed at teens. I'm surprised that it didn't get picked up by Freeform in the US or even the CW, but I digress. So this kicks off with Jake Weber, Zackary Arthur's character, finding the Chucky doll at a yard sale. So Jake Weber finds the Chucky doll at a yard sale, and I guess the woman who is selling said Chucky doll sees Jake with it and says, "Oh, Jake, are you into vintage?" He says, "No, I'm into retro." The woman says, "Oh, okay, what's the difference?" And he says, "Well, about $10. And she chuckles a bit at that, and I'll be honest, at that line, I chuckled a bit because, I don't know, for some reason that tickled me. So, that's how it starts out, this series anyway, and very slowly, it's a 2.5-minute trailer, which again, I will link in the cards and in the description for you all, so you can watch it all for yourselves. It slowly depicts Jake and sort of bonding and building a relationship with the Chucky doll, and it slowly sort of taking over Jake's life and manifesting itself in Jake in some way. So that's how it starts. He goes from having friends and being well liked to just being an outcast and basically doing everything that this Chucky doll says. So it's like everybody's like, "What's the matter with you, Jake? You used to have friends, you used to be well liked, and you know, ever since you got that doll, it's like your life's changed, right?" And there's a scene in the trailer where they're in science class, I guess, and they're just trying to dissect, I don't know whether it's a frog or not, but there's a shot of a scalpel, and Jake's like having trouble with it. The teacher comes up to him, and then like there's a fade away, and then it cuts back to the shot of them in the science classroom, and then you see the scalpel through, I think it's a frog or something, whatever organ happens to, or organism anyway, happens to be in this tray, and the teacher's like, "Oh, Jake, that's not quite right," you know, and it's this slow sort of descent for Jake from being this well-liked, well-adjusted kid to basically being controlled by the Chucky doll. There's a shot, basically, because the Jake Weber character, played again by Zackary Arthur, is basically doing everything the Chucky doll says. And there's a shot where everybody's in an auditorium, and I think it's like a talent show or like an assembly of some sort, and the Chucky doll is speaking to him. Now, it's not making an audible sound, but only Jake Weber can hear this, and he just says, "Yeah, okay." And he gets on stage, and Alyvia Alyn's character just looks at him like, "What are you doing?" And then the Chucky doll just starts talking, and he just starts going on sort of like this rant and this proclamation, if you will. And then it just sort of, at one point, Jake Weber kind of snaps out of it, but before that, it's just this slow descent into being controlled by a doll. And there's a shot of him being distraught of Chucky. They're like, "What's wrong, Jake?" Chucky's gone, right? He's getting all distressed, and it's and again, at one point, like, he snaps out of it, and it's like, "Bro, you got a serious doll problem." And he's like, "Yeah, if you only knew," right? Because at that point, I think Jake is kind of snapped out of being controlled by this doll, and then realizes that the doll is, well, pure evil, to be honest with you. It's an evil doll, right? What a concept. But then again, like Child's Play, Chucky, it's been around forever. It's a well-known concept. It's a well-known property. So why not, aim it at teens and what have you. But if you only knew, right? Getting back to, the Jake Weber character kind of snapping out of being controlled by the Chucky doll and realizing that the doll isn't controlled by batteries and has a mind of its own. I think, that's cool. If that's the way that they're going to take the series, sure, okay. Have it start somehow, like have it with him, the doll controlling the protagonist, and then have the protagonist realize, wait, this doll is pure evil, got a mind of its own, and it's controlling me, I got to snap out of it. Okay, sure, that's the way you want to play it, and I suppose it's a good way to play it. You're aiming this show at teens and, like, cast a bunch of 13 to 16-year-olds and away you go. But there were a couple scenes in this trailer, because the Chucky character is a total smartass. So, this little girl, I think it's like Zackary Arthur's TV sister, and I can't remember the character's name. But she's sitting in front of the TV playing a video game, and this little girl says, "Mommy says actually, like, killing people is a bad thing." And the doll, like Brad Dourif, plays Chucky so well. That's why he's played him for so long. He just says, "Yeah, well, your mom is full of," word cuts off and it rhymes with split, so you can figure out what it is. And I just, I got a real nice chuckle out of that. It made me laugh, right? And to end the trailer, the Chucky doll is in bed with that same little girl, right? And he just goes to the little, like, he just kind of looks over at the little girl and says, "Hey kid, I'm gonna go kill your sister. You want to come with?" "I'm sleepy," the little girl says. And he just goes, the Chucky doll just says, "You snooze, you lose, kid." And that, I was busting a gut, honest to God, just because the Chucky character is such a smartass, and that is so good. Like, Brad Dourif is so good. Of course, he's known as the voice of Chucky, but he was also in, I think, both Rob Zombie Halloween films. Like, he's had a long, long career. I think he was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest as well. But there it is, my thoughts on the Chucky TV series trailer, set to premiere October 12th on Sci-Fi. Alright, so there you have it, my thoughts on the Chucky TV series trailer that's premiering October 12th on Sci-Fi and is a co-production of Sci-Fi and the USA Network. What that means for viewers up in Canada, I don't know. I like this. I'm not against it. I know, okay, you're aiming this show at teens. I know I'm not the demographic, but I'm familiar with Chucky and Child's Play, because, I am of the generation before this one, and it's just, Chucky is it's a well-known property, it's a well-loved property, and I, at least like I do with all these TV series trailers reviews, or at least like I do with anything that I'm remotely interested in, I will at least watch the pilot. So I'm looking forward to it. It premieres again, this Chucky TV series, on October 12th. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. This wraps up my review of the Chucky TV series trailer. If you liked this episode, please do subscribe right here to Leigh Dickey TV, the YouTube channel, and find the audio version of this episode on the Beats and Speaks podcast. It is available everywhere: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, your favorite podcast app and player of choice, you name it, it is there. Leave us a 5-star rating and review too, if you would, please, and thank you. All right, thank you all again for tuning in to today's episode on Leigh Dickey TV, my review of the Chucky TV series trailer. You can also find this in audio form as an episode of the Beats and Speaks podcast. Subscribe to my other podcasts as well, Yo Nostalgia, and Pinfall, a pro wrestling podcast. If you would, please and thank you. Comment, like, share, and subscribe right here to Leigh Dickey TV, the YouTube channel, and all my podcasts on your favorite podcast apps and players of choice. Leave us 5-star ratings and reviews if you would, please and thank you. All links and appropriate information linked in the description and show notes. The trailer for the Chucky TV series that is going to premiere October 12th is linked down in the show notes and description as well. Alright, thanks again for tuning in. I've been Leigh Dickey, and I am signing off. Thanks again, take care, we will talk to you later. Peace! Thanks for tuning in to Leigh Dickey TV. New episodes are available every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Subscribe to follow along with the fun.